Hey everyone, it's Starlight Plurs, and I wanted to do a review on the e.l.f. Beauty Encyclopedia Face Edition. Last time I checked their website at eyesLipsFace.com, this is the only face edition book that they have, or basically the only face palette that they have. And this retails on the website for $5, and it comes with 4 shimmer creams, 4 concealers, 1 bronzer, 1 blush, and 1 face brush. And it comes in this really cute, sleek, book-like packaging, and it is magnetic as well, which is really nice. So let me go ahead and show you the inside of this. Now, the first thing that I want to point out about these, I guess in general, all the e.l.f. Beauty Encyclopedias, is on this side when you open up the book. They have these step-by-step instructions on basically how to use the products and a diagram on, how to apply the products. Now, I do own quite a few. I think I have about 5 or 6 of the Beauty Encyclopedia, the different eye editions. There's like neutrals, there's glitters, there's everyday, there's smoky, there's tons of them. And the instruction on the inside of the eye editions are, in my opinion, extremely confusing. They just, I don't know, they just don't make sense to me. Even for beginners, I just don't think that the instructions are very well thought of. They just don't really make so much sense, and they don't go along with the diagram. I'm not a beginner or anything, but even to me, I did not like the instructions on the inside. This one, however, is really good instructions. I really like the way that they explain stuff, even though, like, obviously it's, pretty... For someone who's been using makeup for a while, you would know obviously how to, highlight, contour, and use blush or, concealer. But for a beginner, this is really good. And, maybe there's some tips and techniques that you could get from this as well. And the diagram is very accurate with the instructions as well. It's very easy to follow. So that's a very good thing that I love about this palette. Is it's great for beginners, or if you're not a beginner, it's kind of nice to have that to read. Maybe there's, a little tip that you could learn. So here is the little palette, and of course at the very top you have the 4 shimmer creams, and then at the middle row is the 4 concealers, and the bottom on the left is the blush, and of course you have the bronzer on the right. And it comes with this little face brush, which of course the brushes that come in kits are not good quality. This one is soft, but it's extremely flimsy, it's extremely thin. However, I keep this with me because when I have actually traveled with this before, and also taken one of the the eye edition books, and it was kind of nice having, I had my bronzer, I had my blush, I had, a highlight and some, highlight for under, the cheekbones and underneath my eyes, or not underneath my eyes, I'm sorry, underneath my brow bone, and concealer. So it was kind of nice, traveling with this, and I did not throw this away because I actually found this was pretty good for, sweeping away fallout from your eyeshadow, so I kept this. Now, the shimmer creams. I know e.l.f. actually sells a small palette in their studio line of their shimmer creams. Now, I do not know whether or not these are the same as the one in that palette. They look similar, but of course, online you can't really tell color swatches. And same with the concealers. I know e.l.f. now in their studio line has a couple palettes for concealers. And again, I don't know if they're the same colors or not because I can't tell because they're online. So let me go ahead and I'm going to have to use my phone to keep this little, it has a plastic protective cover thing, which is nice. I'm going to have to use my phone to keep that down. Alright, so let me first talk about the shimmer creams. Of course you have, a white one, a more iridescent, almost pinky tone, I would say. And this one is a little bit more on the cream, almost, I wouldn't say champagne. Actually, you know what? This one is more champagne now that I look at it. This is more of a yellow tone, cream tone, and this is the pink tone. So you have 4 different colors. This one right here is actually my personal favorite for contouring, or I'm sorry, highlighting your cheeks, because it reminds me of Benefit's High Beam. Now, Benefit High Beam, I haven't used it for a whole day. I've only used it at night, so I can't tell you exactly how long this lasts, or this one as well, because again, I usually only highlight my cheekbones when I'm going out, at the night. I don't usually use it for work. This one I have used for underneath my brow bone. The other 2, I don't really use much. This one is very similar, I think, to this one over here. It's just a cream tone, so I think I've used that one also underneath my brow bone or for inner corner of the eye. This one, I haven't really used much, but let me just swatch this one really quickly so you can see just what the shimmer cream looks like. And I'm holding my camera with one hand, so I can't really, swatch on the back of my hand or anything, but here you can see that iridescent shimmer that is just really reminds me of the Benefit High Beam. So the concealers. Now, the one con that I can see about the concealers is that if you are more on the fair porcelain skin tone, or even the darker, more honey or almond skin tone, these concealers are not going to work for you. If you're in the mid-range for skin tones such as tans, olives, beige undertones, these concealers are going to be great. The reason why I really like these is you know, of course, your skin changes tones with season. You know, in winter, you're, of course, more pale. Summer, you're more tan. So I really like that for this reason. I have used these before. I haven't used them very often because this is usually, you know, what I'll take, you know, with me to travel or something like that. And I have used these for both acne, you know, any type of face imperfections, and also under eye concealer. So I really do like these. These are pretty nice. Now, the blush and bronze is actually my favorite part about this palette. These, okay, I know the Studio line has a contouring blush and bronze palette for that retails for $3. I know these look very similar, but they're not the same color. The bronze is more is close to the one from the Studio line. It's a very soft texture, and it's just a beautiful color. In the palette, it does look like it has some shimmer, but once you put it onto your finger and swatch it, you really can't see that shimmer. The blush is also beautiful and gives a really good color payoff. So you can see right there. It's just a much more toned down pink than the Studio Blush and Bronze palette, but it's absolutely just gorgeous, and I kind of swatched them right there on my hand. So this Beauty, you know, Encyclopedia Face Edition is one of my personal favorite ones because it's the only one, of course. But for $5, this is an extremely good value because, you know, you could pay essentially $3 for this, $3 for that, $3 for this duo from the Studio line, and really you're getting, you know, everything here for just $5, and it comes really nicely, you know, with a protective sheet. It's magnetized, and it's in a sleek little book form palette to take with you. So I would highly recommend this if you haven't tried this out before, and if you're starting out with makeup, it's great. For a present for maybe someone younger starting out with makeup, it's also amazing. But, you know, even just for if you've been using makeup for a while, I just think this is a really good palette to have around in your collection. So yeah, if you have any questions or comments or anything, just comment down below, and thanks for watching. Bye.